just waiting. Y'all, I made it to Providence. Yes. I'm about to head out the baggage claim. And I'm flipping here. Anyway, heading baggage claim. And we got like a 3-hour drive to Woodstock. It's happening. She made me a sign, y'all! And they go play baby fun! Always. And they always asking for locations. Y'all, we made our first stop. Hey, Sarah! My girl, she picked me up. Y'all see my sign? Go see my sign. I'm just saying. A bitch ain't never had felt that special before, ever. I got the sign, y'all. I bring that shit home, too. Ladies and gentlemen, we are touring the house that we are staying in for Rhinebeck. This is our big wiener. That didn't sound right. But then it's being protected by some leopard or thing. And then we have an archway that leads into this. Let's just go over there. And we got these wonderful steps that I might bust my ass on. We need to find a bathroom. This better not be a bathroom. Oh, shit. Ooh. Hello, everybody. It is me, Tania. I am doing a quick Rhinebeck. Well, I don't know how quick it's going to be, but I am doing a Rhinebeck recap. Welcome back, everybody. This is the Breakfast Crew podcast. I'm sorry I talk with my hands. But I am still on this amazing high from Rhinebeck. I live here in Central Texas with my husband, who is now going off to do some Army things. So I have the house to myself this weekend. And my daughter, she's in school right now. Actually, she should be home in about 45 minutes. So I'm not sure how long this is going to last, but we're going to do it. And then my son, who doesn't live in the house, lives here in Central Texas as well. Thank you to new people for coming to see us. I say us, but it's me right now because I was the only one that went to Rhinebeck. But thank y'all. She gets a kick out of knowing that we have all these people watching us and wanting to hear about her drawings and all that kind of stuff. And thank you to those who keep coming back for all the juiciness. Y'all know your girl here for it. I gonna give it to y'all. Whatever it is y'all need, I got you. I got you, boo. So let's start by saying I had an amazing time. Like, I can't even elongate amazing how amazing my trip was at Rhinebeck. I flew out of Austin and I met up with Sarah. She's also known, well, you know what? I don't know if she want me to say her Instagram name, so I'll keep that to myself. But I met up with her in Rhode Island, in Providence, and we drove the 3 hours and 13 minutes to go to Woodstock, where we were staying with some other IG friends that I had made. One in particular who put this group together. And I will have to tell y'all, that drive was amazing. I ain't never, and I ain't from the East Coast. I from Charleston. Sorry, I got Geechee. But I from Charleston. Born and raised on the East Coast since I was 22 when I left there to come here. And I ain't never seen trees like that before. And I was in awe. Oh, God, it was so pretty. Either way, because I have to make this quick, detailed. I had an amazing time. We got to Woodstock. They Some of them had went into the house already. They came and gave us the disclaimer that the house was quirky, another word for weird, and it was quirky. You probably saw it because I'm gonna put some videos in the beginning, so that means you saw it. I wasn't really feeling it, but I made the best of it. I don't even know what to say. It was different. But Thursday night we had some New York style pizza. That thing was the ish. Good. We had regular cheese. We had a pizza with some fried eggplant on it. I'm just saying. And then we had some with like all the meats, and it was good. Went to bed, and then Friday morning we got up to go to Cake Palooza. Amazing trip. I had on my juniper cowl. I had so many people come up to me and say, "Your juniper cowl is so cute," or "What is that pattern you're wearing?" or "Oh my God, your colors," or "Who dyed your yarn?" Thank y'all. Y'all made a girl feel super special. I think what did it even more was that we walked up to the line to get in line because we took the shuttle bus, and Tony was standing right behind me with her juniper cowl on. I can't make this up. I got pictures to prove it. I'll pop it in. Either it's before this or boom, right there. Receipts. I got them. Yes. And her mama going, "Hey, mama going, how are you?" Like, she watched it. She probably don't. But either way, it was so nice. So at Cake Palooza, one person I wanted to see, and that's Black Pearl Magic. And I couldn't see her. Well, I physically saw her, but I couldn't go in her booth because it was crowded. My homegirl Sarah was like, "That's the only reason why I'm going to this thing, because I want Black Pearl Magic." And she got in and she got her a nice bag. It was real. You know how Donkey on Shrek said that's a nice boulder? That was a nice bag, girl. I eventually got one, but I digress. So then I hit up Summer Camp Fibers. I walked around. I saw my friend Diane of Suburban Stitcher. I saw other people who look like moi, and that was amazing. I saw those who didn't look like moi, and that was amazing. Like, I saw all of the peoples, and I so loved it. So, this is what I got. My first ever purchase at Cake Palooza was, that's coming out a little bright, and it is bright. This is 2 skeins of DK from Summer Camp. Summer Camp, yeah. And it is marshmallow DK. This is strawberry mimosa. So these are the 2 same. Strawberry mimosa. And this is cherry bourbon splash. And as much as I don't do pink, y'all. I don't do pink, but apparently I wear pink well. And I bought this to do possibly a summer camp cardi. But sorry, I'm distracted. My window's open and I'm hearing all kind of things, but it's chilly here in Central Texas. Anyways, I digress. Summer camp. I mean, the fade cardi. But for my size, apparently, I would need 2 of those, 2 of the other one, and then 3 of the third one. Oh, hold on. Okay, sorry. It's the trash can making all kind of noise. Either way, I thought it was my daughter trying to get in the door because I have locked the garage door. Back to your regularly scheduled program. I didn't want to buy all that yarn. And I think she was more concerned about me saying that's too much, as in the price. The price I was willing to pay for it. Like, I ain't worried about the price. It's just that it was heavenly pink. And I didn't want to do all that pink. So, I didn't. But I also got, what did I do with it? A knit kit. She, as in Margaret of Whimsy North, had one. She raved about it, and I was like, "Oh, that look cute. I think I might get one." Well, the person that was there selling them, I grabbed it since she was there. Might as well. When in Rome, right? When in Rome. So then I went and walk around toward the back, and the back is along the parking lot. They had other people like Finger Fibers and Urban Girl and Cake Wool, which her yarn store or yarn dyeing company was the sponsor of this Cake Palooza. And I bought none of her yarn. I think I was overwhelmed. Um, but I walked in and I walked out and I saw she had two colors that I really liked, but I wanted to pace myself. So I walked out. But I walked toward the back and I saw, I don't know her real name, but her business name is Delphinia. She's Delphinia1 on Instagram. And I bought two things from her. I bought this amazing bag that says, you say knit fast, dye warm. Super cute. And I apologize for the color because the lighting is not good, but it's not bad either. And I bought a Yarn Daddy shirt. I bought this shirt for me. Now, could my husband wear it? Yes. But I don't want him to wear it because I'm my own yarn daddy. Now, if he want to buy me yarn, I ain't going to stop him. But I'm my own yarn daddy. I my own yarn daddy, period. So, I bought a yarn daddy shirt. And then I went over to 10 Casey because she had a booth. Chelsea of Chelsea Lux, or Christina of Chelsea Lux Yarn was in between those two. And I really wanted a bag from 10 Casey. Let me tell y'all something. When I said I wanted to come to Rhinebeck, I specifically wanted to buy project bags. Do I need more project bags? No. But did I want more project bags? Yes. Like, why not though? So I have large ones, I have small ones, but I don't really do like small projects. But I kind of do small projects because I do washcloths, I do hats, I do socks. But I like them in like a medium-sized bag because I need room, I need space, I need energy. So I got all these big bags. And I saw it in 10 Casey, wanted one so bad, didn't get it. I digress. But I did have one that I brought with me is my Wakanda Forever. But I didn't buy that there. I already had this. So then I walked back up to the front, saw this amazing, amazing group of ladies. Crochet Rose and her friend, I don't want to say it wrong, so I'll just put it down here somewhere. And I'll probably tag her in the show notes. But I saw them and she had on this amazing caplet that she designed. I believe she said it was her first design. And I so can't wait for it to come out because I'm ready to make it. Like, I already have yarn set aside for it and everything. So I know what I'm going to make, or what I'm going to make it with. And I passed out while I was there. I got some stickers made and some little like business cards made because one of my friends said, hey, why don't you get some business cards made? Because if they have giveaways, instead of writing your name 15 times, you can just drop the card in the box. And I was like, great idea. So I got these made, had my info on it. And then on the back, oh, way to go to you. On the back, it says the Breakfast Crew podcast. And then I had these cute little stickers made. OMG. Breakfast Crew podcast. Peace out. Because if y'all been here for a while, y'all know I say peace out, Girl Scout. If y'all haven't been here for a while, wait to the end and you can hear it too. But I bought those, had them made, literally came the stickers came 2 days before I left, and the cards came like the Monday before I left. So there you have it. It was great. I passed them out. People can know where to find us because apparently my kid is worried that nobody's seeing her, but I'm telling her people are seeing her. Anyways, so what do we do after that? Oh, I went back to the front and I picked up a yarn baby. This is the most amazing dyeing process. I don't know what she did with this dyeing process, but it's giving me all the happy vibes. And ironically enough, it's called Happiness. This is Yarn Snob Powerball, and it is 100% merino, 2,187 yards. It's 500 grams. I can get one sweater for me out of this. I was thinking maybe a flax, but I'm not sure. But I know I got enough yarn, and I didn't have to buy 5 of them. But if I bought 5 of them, it would have equaled how much I bought for this. So it balanced itself out. Of course it does. So then let me see. I got some, I was standing in line waiting to get into Cake Palooza, and Jessie, or Jess, I think she just go by Jess. Jess, her name is Hook and Coffee on Instagram. Her and her friend, I believe her name is Amy, have the Needles and Hook podcast. They haven't podcasted in a while, but they do Zooms, she told me, so I might have to look into that. But she gave me this, and I don't remember what booth I saw this in, but it was there. And she gave me this because I was repping the crochet. Repping the crochet. Because we don't get enough attention. Period. And so, oh no, I lied. Look at you. You just out here lying like a rug. So, one of my friends, Rachel's friends, the owner of the yarn store that she frequents in Rhode Island, is called the Skane Yarn Shop. And she saw me in the booth where I got my yarn baby. And we chit-chatted, and she was like, hey, take a pin. So I got a pin, and she also gave me a sticker. I gotta find a sticker because I didn't have this well thought out, apparently. Sticker too. Found it. So I got a pin and a sticker. So I give her my sticker and my little postcard thing. And then the lady of the yarn baby, she gave me, well, actually, it was her friend, gave me this Knit Happy sticker, enamel pen. So, of course, I took it. And then she said, make sure you tag us on Instagram when you figure out what you're doing with your yarn baby. And I said, okay. You ain't say nothing but a word. So I will do that. After that, we pretty much was ready to go. You know who was there, though, that I saw, but I didn't get anything, and I wanted something from them so bad? Tough Woolen. I was there. Why didn't I get it? I don't know. I just went by it. This is where I got my baby from. The Yarn Yogi. Miss Angie. Traveling Yarn Yogi. So then we left and we went to Woolen Folk. Woolen Folk was in a beautiful area. We had to stand in line because naturally it started at 12. We got there a little bit before 12. Everybody was standing in line. But because we had all of our things, like all of our tickets and stuff on our phone, and they were moving like this, like one person was doing the ticket, the other person was handing this up, this person was doing this. There wasn't just one person doing one thing, which was great. And so I saw the sisters that come out with the Knit app. I met them at East Texas Fiber Festival in 2019. 2019. And I had to stop what I was doing to run and hug them because I followed them on Instagram. But as I was walking to the entry to Woolen Folk, I heard Tania, and I'm like, who the hell calling my name like that? Then I turn around, it's Jessica, as in Jessica Biscuit, aka Tea with Biscuit Podcast, aka Biscuit_Rising on Instagram. Like, girl, you from the East Coast, you know you ain't supposed to be calling people name out like that. But she did, and I was so glad she did. I ran back to her, and I was like, oh my God. I gave her the biggest hug that I could ever think of, because I've been wanting to meet her in person since I started watching her podcast during the pandemic. And that's when it started. I knew everybody. I said hi to everybody. Oh, it was just, oh my God, you. Oh my God, hey. Oh my God, hi. Oh my God, ooh. That's what I did literally all day at Woollen Folk, and I enjoyed every single bit of it. I saw one of my friends that live in San Antonio. I'm like, how the hell I come up to New York to see you and you live 2 hours away from me? Who do that? Me. But she understand being a retired nurse herself, working on the floor and doing this. She understand work can get busy for a girl, and you gotta do what you gotta do to find time for yourself. So we walked into Woollen Folk. I saw one of my friend Allie of Savvy Skeins. She uh sent me a message and was like, "Hey, if you see Kevin and Ray of the Needles at the Ready podcast, please tell them hi for me and give them hugs." And I first thing I bought from Woollen Folk was some earrings by Miss Yasmin. I got gray circles, and I got some nice green diamonds. And as I'm at the booth, I turn my head, and who's there next to me? Kevin and Ray. And I was like, excuse me. So I have a friend. She kind of wants me to give y'all hugs if y'all are taking them, and to tell y'all hi. And it was like, oh, who's your friend? I was like, Allie of Savvy Skis. It was like, oh, we know her, we love her. And I was like, I haven't really watched her podcast, but she told me I should like tell y'all hi and y'all have a good podcast. So look for a new subscriber here soon. And it was like, great. So then I was like, let's take a picture. So demanding. Let's take a picture because I need her to know that I did what she asked me to do. Receipts. I'm all about the receipts. So I took the picture with Kevin and Ray, and then Sarah was like, Tania! And she was like, it's Gigi. I got to meet my girl. I got to meet Miss Gigi herself. Miss Beautiful in Orange herself. And I loved it. She looks amazing. She told me she was tired because she had just finished binding off the jacket. Like she had on a duster, an orange duster in true orange fashion with a nice orange hat and a pair of awesome orange glasses. And she was rocking it. And then 5 minutes later, I saw her daughter Shelby. Oh, it was like living in a whirlwind. Like it was crazy. My friend Sarah went to see her friend at Yarnaceous. That's yarn. Well, this says Yarnosaurus, but the yarn company is called Yarnaceous. Yarnaceous. I said it again. It sounds right, so I'm gonna keep saying it. And then we went to the Mad Tosh booth where I got my Black Pearl Magic bag. I had to go to Woollen Folk to get my Black Pearl Magic bag. But I got it from Mad Tosh, so it has this cute little opulent Mad Tosh symbol on it. It comes with this cute little handle. And thankfully, they were selling it with and without yarn. So I bought it without yarn. And when I told my husband how much this bag cost, he was like, really? Why did you spend that much? But then he was like, well, look at all the trouble she had to went through. I was like, yes, we paying homegirl for her labor. Because I ain't about this life. This life I ain't about. So I'll pay it for somebody who about that life. I'll give you your props. I'll give you your dues. I'll pay you. You okay? So then I couldn't get this yarn out of my head. It's unspun white and gray. This is a gray color yarn, and it's called, I have it right here, Wool Dreamers, and it's some yarn that's unspun from sheeps in Spain. How about that? So if you hold it single, you can get 500 yards. If you hold it double, oh, if you hold it, work this out to you. Work it out. Okay, if you hold it double, it's 250. So I figured, why not make sure I have enough. Where's the other one? Oh, it's right here. Why not make sure I have enough? So I bought 5, as you can see. I bought 5, and they had a display, a sample of a shirt jacket. It's called the something shirt jacket, and I figured I would make that. Now I'm thinking about holding it double, but if I hold it, see, it still has all this stuff in it. You can't really see it. Yeah, you can. I'm thinking about holding it double, and if I hold it double, I was thinking about holding it double with some like electric blue lace weight yarn, but I haven't found that blue yet, and that was my mission at Rhinebeck, to find the blue so I could make the jacket. But it looks like I don't have enough to make the jacket. So I think I'm gonna still make the jacket, but I'm gonna have to shorten it, and so it'll be like a bomber. And I'm not going to put pockets because the jacket's supposed to have pockets. And it's not that I don't really know how to make pockets. I mean, period. I'm pretty sure they're easy. I'm pretty sure I can figure it out. But if I have the brain space, maybe. But because I probably won't have the yarn, I'm not going to make the pockets. And I'm okay with that. I wear jeans that have back pockets. I wear skirts, apparently, that have pockets. And I wear a purse. So I shouldn't have any problems. So then I went around and walked around a little bit, a lot of it actually. Walked around and couldn't find anything else I wanted to buy, literally. So then I went to this other booth called Home Row Fiber Co. Home Row Fiber Co. Yep, I was right. And they had this shirt, and I wanted it because it's a different color shirt for me. I'm usually in a white shirt, a gray shirt, a purple shirt, because y'all always know I am purple. And so I got this nice little tealy greeny shirt. And it says Home Row Fiber Co. on it, and it has like a ram. Yep, a ram or a sheep head or a cow head, which kind of makes sense. I live in Texas, so this works. But anyways, so I wanted a shirt, so I got a shirt. And that yarn was the only yarn I bought at Woolen Folk. I don't know what's gotten into me. But you know what I did? What I did do? I saw Miss Chevris of the Chevy Rail Stuff Room podcast in like Indiana. That's where she's at. And she gave me not one, but 2 coasters. Got 2 coasters. First of all, she snuck up behind me. Didn't see her there. I'm sitting out here where I'm standing. I'm standing with my phone in my back pocket, my charger in my purse or my bag or whatever. I have my book bag. And this person comes up behind me and whisper in my ears, I'm sorry, or excuse me, I just been waiting for this moment. And I knew who it was because I know her damn voice. And I dropped my bag and I was like, bitch. And I turned around and I hugged her. I was like, oh my God, it's Miss Chevy. And then there was Dan. He is so cute. Just saying, he's super cute. Don't try nothing, y'all. He's taken. But super cute, super nice, super funny in person. And I just said super like 5 times. That's how ecstatic I was. So I got to see Chevy. I got to see Jessica Biscuit. Then I saw Aquila. And then I saw Johnny Bo. What? Listen, it's damn near who's who of podcasters right now. I had to take a picture with Johnny Bo. Got my picture with Aquila. And then I saw Jimmy the model across the damn way. Jimmy! That's what your girl did. The look on his face was like, who the hell just called my name? And he was like, well, you not call my name from across the room. Get over here. So I went over there and I was like, hi. Really? You did all that. Everybody stopped and turned like, who? What the? What? Huh? What? That was the look I got. I'm here for it, y'all. I am here for it. It was amazing. So then I saw Jimmy the model and Adela. Walked down the steps, saw my homegirl Tammy from Cinematic Schemes. Like, yo, I'm seeing peoples. I'm seeing my peoples. I love it so much. Y'all need to go give them a look. Go check out their podcast. They be talking about some shit. And it's some funny stuff. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Disclaimer. I might curse. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled program. So then we walked around, went to go find some of the girls that we was with, and ran into, who do you think? You can't think because everybody was there. Miss Nitty Natty herself. And she's another one. I said, how is it that I had to come to New York to see you when you lived in Dallas for so long? Missed you at DFW this year and all the other years that I went. And the only reason why I know she even exists is because somebody at DFW told me that they watch her podcast. And then I started watching her podcast in like 2017. Yeah, 2017. So I've been going on watching her podcast for a long time. I watch her change jobs. I watch her move across country. I've been watching this girl podcast for a while. So I got to meet her in person and that was cool. So then we left. And then as I was leaving, I was walking up the little hilly thingamajiggy, a ramp. And I saw Mr. Xander Peters himself. And he's very nice to talk to. And his mom was there. She's super sweet. Tiny little thing. Just tiny. And he gave me this sticker that said, by Stitchual Crafter. And, I mean, we all know, I'm sewing both ways. Take that how you want it. So I got to get a sticker from him. I gave him one of my stickers. And then walking up another ramp, I saw Abby of Covert Knits. She's from Nebraska. I think I said Iowa last time, but she lives in Omaha. But she's from Nebraska. She also has a YouTube podcast, and she hasn't podcasted in a little over a year. But she did tell me that she might do a Rhinebeck Recap, so look out for that. I'm just saying. And she was walking in with her friend. I forgot her friend's name. And I was walking out with my friends, and they literally was waiting for me to stop somebody else to say hi because they're with a celebrity. I don't know what that means. I'm not a celebrity. I just talk to people. I grew up an introvert, so the fact that I can just start talking to people is an amazing thing. I mean, I tell them all the time, my husband created this monster. Now y'all got to deal with it. Because he's definitely a social butterfly. And Harvest is too once she kind of warms up to you. But she likes to think she's shy. She's really not. Like, if you do something that interests her or she does the same thing, which is the same thing I just said, either way, she'll chit-chat and then you can't stop her from talking. Same here. So then we left. We went back to the creepy house. By the time we got back to the house, it was daylight. So we had to drive through this forest. But it was daylight. So the trees were nice and yellow. It was so pretty. Total difference from Thursday night when it was dark and rainy. Got in the house. We sat down. I drank a few. They had this beer that Rachel had brought up from Rhode Island. A cider, pumpkin cider. And I don't do pumpkin nothing, y'all. I don't do pumpkin spice latte. I don't eat pumpkin pie. I don't suck on pumpkin seeds. I don't do pumpkin nothing. But I will do that pumpkin cider. That's some good pumpkin cider. And so we drank that for a little while. And then we tried to fix the TV so we can watch TV. It took my batteries that I had in my little light thing. I'm doing this because that's why I put the light, but it's a light so you can craft in the dark. And I just put some AAA batteries in there before coming to this trip. And so that's what we use to function the remote control. That house gave me the creepy vibes. Whenever the heater came on, it made this creak creak sound, and we all looked toward the door and stuff like that. And I'm like, look, y'all, I'm the only black person in this house, and we all know black people get killed at the beginning of a horror movie. I'm out. Y'all count me out. I'm about to jump on Instagram Live. Bitches about to know where I've been at. So that way, if Tania don't show up the next day, be like, well, she was with these people in this area at this. Y'all, that house had me on a different level. Thank God we're not staying in it next year. You heard me. I'm going again next year. We already booked the house and ready to go. So then we woke up, and it is Rhinebeck Saturday, y'all. It was like 40 degrees. I had on my cute little sweater or my cute little tee with a white undershirt. And I had with my Playtime shawl by Nitty Natty. And I didn't get to see her because I told her I was going to wear it there. And I didn't get to see her. I'm kicking myself in the ass. Either way, we got there, stood in line. Well, the line wasn't long. It was moving. They checked our bags. We couldn't bring any bottles, any plastic and glass bottles or something like that. But I had my water bottle with me. The first thing we did, we went up the hill to get some apple cider donuts. Those donuts were worth waiting for. You hear? The only problem is, and I've heard this on several podcasts before, and I should have, I knew this and I didn't know this at the same time, that they didn't take debit or credit cards. You had to pay them cash. So I'm looking at my group and I'm like, bro, I don't got cash. And so, who was it? Oh, it was Caitlin. Caitlin paid for my apple cider donuts and it was so good. It was worth it. I wish I had told her about me too. She was like, how much you want? I was like, I just need one. Because what if I didn't like it? And now I got to eat the other one. And I won't eat the other one if I won't eat them. But I won't eat another one because they were good. So we didn't stand in line long. Somebody went up there and count. We had 55 people because 52. We had 52 people ahead of us because the lady who was counting was standing behind us, and she told her friend that they had 60 people ahead of them, and there was 7 of us. So that means we had 53 people in front of us. Math. Oh my God. And so, but the line was moving. It moved really well. So we got our apple cider donuts. We went and sat over there by this big ass tree that had all the fall vibes. We took a picture. And then soon as I walk up the hill, I saw my friend from Into the World Knitting Podcast, Retreat, Miss Cindy. And she had missed me at Cake Palooza. I think she had the 2 to 4 ticket. I had the 10 to 12 ticket, so we didn't see each other there. But then I had saw on Instagram because she had took a picture with Boston Jen of the Down Cellar Studio. Y'all, I'm just name throwing. I'm dropping all the names. And she took a picture. I was like, oh my God, she was at Cake Palooza. I was like, I better see you today. And she was the first person I saw coming off that hill from getting some apple cider donuts. So I told her I'll see her later at the podcast meetup. And then we went into our first barn, and I walked straight on through, and I was like, yeah, nice. And then got to the end and saw this called Healing Hands, and they had soaps, and they don't have any name on their soap, so I don't know what is what. All I know is it smelled good, and if I like it, I'm gonna wash with it, and then I'll wash with it until it can't wash no more, and then anyways. So I got, I got 4. I got 5 technically. There were 4 for $20, and I think the 5th one was for free. So I got 5 of those. And then I walked into the next barn, and I saw my namesake, Miss Tanita, living in South Carolina. And she is the owner of Broke and Crafty. And she was at the C-Word booth. She was their booth babe. And she had on this cute top. It was a Pima cotton top that was dyed by Miss, uh, it's Laverne. I think it's Laverne. Oh, either way, her name is Busy Peach on Instagram. I want to say it's Laverne, and I'm probably wrong. So I got this. Would y'all believe this was the only yarn that I bought at Rhinebeck? So this is Miss Tanita, the C word, and I'm doing the size large, extra large. So I needed 5 skeins. So they had 7 skeins in here, and she had to take 2 out. So this will be my top, the top half, and then the rest will be the bottom half. So my variegated is the top, and the solid color is the bottom. So I bought that. And then I told her I would see her at the podcaster meetup, which I did. And then we came out of the booth, and then me and Caitlin literally ran through every booth, every barn, yeah, that's a barn. We ran through every barn because everybody else was like, oh, I gotta go use the bathroom. Oh, I gotta go do this. Oh, I gotta do that. And so we was like, let's go. So we went, and then the next thing I saw Ms. Andrea from the Cat Lady podcast, and I've been watching her for a while too. And I asked her if her stay where she's chilling out at is better than her stay the first time I knew she went to Rhinebeck, where she have stayed in Kingston, and like there was some gun shooting and some real ratchet crap going on in the hotel next to her. And here comes Harvest. And she was like, oh, this is a much better stay. So that was great. Got a picture with her. She gave me a craft all the things button, and I gave her a hey friend, how was school? It was decent. Yay, decent is always good. So after we left seeing her, we went through that barn, and then I was walking. Where were we walking? We were walking somewhere, and then we saw Jen of Boston Jen and Boston Jen's mom. So we sat and talked to her for a little minute. We took some pictures with her, and then of course she gave me a button, and I gave her my sticker. I felt super like, I don't know, not important, but I felt good. It was a good feeling. And then as we were walking back to use the bathroom, because y'all bitch gotta use the bathroom, we saw Crochet Rose again, and she was like, excuse me, how come you didn't tell me you had a podcast? I went looking for your podcast. Where is this podcast? Is this podcast a secret? I'm like, no, it's not a secret. Like, I'm not really well known. She was like, well, then it's a secret because I can't find you. Nobody else can find you. I went looking on your Instagram, couldn't find it. I went looking on your Ravelry, couldn't find it. So, because of her and that comment, I have a link tree now. And the link tree has my Ravelry account, it has the podcast, and I also put a link to my Scentsy website. So if y'all want your house to smell good, or your car to smell good, or your laundry to smell good, go hit up a girl Scentsy. Go check out that scent and swag shop. Anyways, so then I got a bag from Stitch by Jessalou. Love this bag. It says I put a spell on you. Because of course everybody's like in this big hullabaloo because of Hocus Pocus, and I have to admit the second viewing was good. I also got this pin that says Bookworm, and I was actually with a girl. Her name is Jen, and she works in the library, and so she should be going to get this. Is what she says. She says we're going to try to get it. So I hope she got it because it fits her, because we're all bookworms. So that was Miss Stitch by Jessalou. And then down the way from Stitch by Jessalou was another vendor that sold goat milk soap. They're called Cat's View Farm.
Hello, Internet. I have new drawings to share.
Oh, yay. Cat's View Farm. and they are in Germantown, New York. This is the almond. I love this. I'll probably get some online if I can. If not, I'm gonna have to get somebody to go to Germantown and get me some soap because this is amazing. This one is cranberry apple marm- marmalade. That smells good too. I got honey sparkle, which smells like Christmas, and it does smell like Christmas. Sorry for all the crinkles. And blackberry sage. God, that smells good. This made my whole bag smell amazing. My bag smells so good going home. And then I went to the soak. Well, I went to the building where Miss Cece Will was, and somebody else was there, and then the soak people was there. And you know what? I needed some more soak, so I bought two. I bought Pineapple Groove and Yuzu. Yuzu. I don't. When they name things, I don't know who told them to name this, but it smells good, so I got it. And then we walked out of the barn. Where's everybody? Time to go to the podcaster meetup. Went to the podcaster meetup. Saw Maddie and Kristen from We Share Needles. Saw Aquila and Johnny Bow again. Saw Tammy and Cinematic Skiing. Saw Chevrolet again. Saw the ladies from Cocktail Hour at the Coop, but didn't get a chance to get a picture with them because I was chit chatting. Saw Miss Shamika of Mika Makes. Got to take a picture with Earth Tone Girl. Oh, it, they had a line waiting to take pictures with the grocery girls. They had a crap load of people in one section trying to take a picture with Andrea Mowry and her App and Glow sweater. Like, it was just so much energy on that hill, which is not really a hill, that I soaked it in. I soaked it all in. I tried to venture to the oh, let me not forget, before we went to the podcast meetup, we went into building E where all the food was, and I bought 3 bottles of wine, and I got a card from a lady. Oh, she sells oils that you can cook your food in, and I don't have it. Dang it. I have to find it because my husband likes to cook with the oils, like the flavor oils, and we had got some when we went to Hot Springs, Arkansas last September, and we're about to run out because we cook with it. So I have to, I gotta find that because he wants some more. I know he does. But either way, I bought 3 bottles of wine, and I knew I left on Sunday, so I was going to try to drink 1 bottle before I left, and I did. And I was going to bring 2 home, and I did. And I literally drank the last bit of it before I started this podcast. So now I have 1 bottle left. And then I tried to venture into the section where Miss Babs was. Too much people, and I was like, oh, there she goes. Catch you on the flip side because it was just too much. So here's the plan for next year. The plan is to stay Saturday and Sunday. Um, go Saturday, buy on Sunday, soak in everything that I need to soak in on Saturday, buy what I need to buy on Sunday, if I even need to buy anything, because I'm really surprised that at what I bought was nothing. I didn't have a budget. I didn't want a budget because it's Rhinebeck, and to treat myself for graduating, I was going to treat myself. I had got my bonus from work that weekend as well, so I was good with treating myself. But I treated myself just enough to have fun with my friends. I really wanted to just soak in all the energy and the good vibes and everything that came with being at Rhinebeck. So I'm thinking about taking this one next year, but I don't want to take her out of school. And this kind of means a little bit more to me than it does to her. But we'll see. Like, they have festivals here in Texas that are more local, and DFW is in Dallas, Houston Fiber Fest is in Houston. You have the Hill Country Yarn Crawl, which is in Central Texas, going all the way down to San Antonio. And we can do fibery things around here. And if she takes an interest to it, then I might go ahead and spend that ticket. But I think it's just going to be me next year. And I forgot to bring the Rhinebeck crochet cardigan that me and Sarah made. So she only wore hers. So I have to. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, stir. Go ahead, stir. Go ahead. Oh, thank you. She went to her room to stir. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. But I'm calling this a podcast. This is a recap, but it's a recap podcast. Now, I did take some stuff to make while I was there. I didn't get a lot done. I worked on my Augusta shawl while I was in the airport. Matter of fact, it's right here. It has grown since y'all last seen it. I think. I don't think I even started it when I started it when I last podcast. So here it is. I've gotten up to day 14, 15. I think I'm on day 15. Right here is day 15. But if y'all don't know, this is the Augusta shawl. I think this was by someone from Malabrigos. They made it with 3 skeins of Malabrigos on, yeah. But I'm using my 2019 Christmas Advent calendar from Savvy Skeins. Her theme was, what's the name of that movie? What's the name of the Polar Express? Like, what's the name of that movie? So that was her theme, and so this is what we're doing. I have to admit, I don't really like pink, but this pink one right here, which is the pink pajamas which the little girl wore, it's kind of my favorite. And then I started another juniper cowl. I'm using, again, Wonderluck fibers. It's her. She came out with this mini skein set after seeing what I did with her Advent, her 12-day Advent. So I'm going is speckle and solids. So I'm doing speckle solids and I'm kind of fading it. Yeah, that's pretty much the accurate color right there. And so that's my speckle. So this is the top. That's my solid. Nice peppermint green. And I have the orders in which they're in. So this top color is called Candy Hearts. And this green color is called One of a Kind Green. So I don't know if this was a, well, it says one of a kind. So it was a OOA. OOAK. It took me a long time to understand what that was. Either way, so that's in my Wakanda Forever bag. And me and Sarah and Rachel and Alicia started a juniper cowl at Rhinebeck. So I'm definitely wearing this next Rhinebeck. And then I'm still working on my Nordic shawl by Whimsy North. That's Miss Margaret. Let me tell you what my dumb behind did. I was supposed to had did this garter section after this nip. And what I did was I did like maybe 4 or 5 garter sections, and then I started doing the increase sections for I don't know what I did. Either way, I broke the yarn. This second color, I broke the yarn. And then I started with this red color. And then had to rip back out. So I ripped it out. I put in a lifeline. I should have taken a video. And I told myself I wasn't going to miss all these moments at Rhinebeck. Anyways, I put in the lifeline. And I went ripping until I hit my lifeline. I picked out my stitches again. I reattached the second yarn, and I knit until I got to the stitch count that I needed to get to in order to start my brioche section. So I'm working on this part of the second section, and I'm loving the way it's coming out. I have to change my cord size because now it's just too small. I think this is 32. I think this is 32. I'm gonna go up to a 47. But and you know what? I should have wrote notes because I forgot. I got these. Excuse me. I got these from one Greek fiber, one Greek something. Oh, I'll put it down here. And I y'all wouldn't believe. I thought this guitar right here. I thought it was a penis. I was like, oh my god, is that a penis? And then they all started laughing at me, and I'm just like, oh, it's a guitar, not a penis. Like, what the hell, Tia? What are you thinking? Oh, there we go. And of course, it's in my favorite color, purple. And then she did this one is a yarn stitch marker. So it's so cute. There we go. Sorry, y'all. I had to sneeze. But that is my Rhinebeck recap. I had so much fun. Oh, I forgot to show y'all my bag. I did pre-order my bag. And I got a pin with it. And this pin is so cute. It matches the logo naturally. I had so much fun. I was riding back Sunday on this like crazy high because I'm like, when is this happening again? And they had already found a house for us to be in come October of 2023. And y'all, I had so much fun. And to watch everybody's like perspective of Rhinebeck is even funner. I hate that this podcast is going to be like a little over an hour, but it is what it is, right? Y'all want to know what happened, and I'm telling y'all. So that's all I got, y'all. I'm gonna go eat because this girl over here says she wants some pho, and you know what? I kind of wanted some too, so I'm glad she said that. Either that or we was going to eat some Szechuan, because they got this restaurant here in Colleen that has this amazing coconut shrimp that I can eat all day, every day. And I don't think that's healthy for you. But it's shrimp, so of course it's healthy, right? Whatever. And it's coconut, and coconut is a very good fruit. It helps moisturize my hair, my skin, all the things. All the things. So until then, next time, do what you do. Be who you are. Don't let nobody tell you any different. Peace out, Girl Scout. Y'all, I ended the podcast and forgot to tell y'all that we did our own personal swap inside the house. I gave all of the girls a skein of Savvy Skeins based on the colors that they told me was their favorite. And I gave them a shot glass from Texas so they can remember your girl. But I mean, who gonna forget this? Nobody. So, I actually got a skein of yarnaceous fibers from Sarah. Sarah had a shitload of yarn that she wanted to get rid of. Well, not a shitload, but she had a good bit, and they were nice. And so I grabbed this. This color is Spinosaurus versus Rex, and this is on her Petra DK. This is 246 yards, 100 grams. So that was a swap. And then she gave us as souvenirs this Jilly and Kittles hand dyed yarn in Rhode Island. From what they were saying, she's no longer dying. So we can't even get her yarn anymore unless you look on D-Stash or on Ravelry or something. And this is her smart sock. This is Be the Wave That I Am. I don't know what that's referencing, but I like this blue. And then I saw this pretty color. I think I got something that would go with it. I'm sure I got something that would go with it. It's giving me all the like muted vibes and I love it. This is Crystal Opal is the name of the colorway. This is the sturdy sock. This is From Me to Yarn. For Me to Yarn. I guess that's the name of the dyeing company. I don't know if they dye anymore still. And I don't know if they're Rhode Island, local to Rhode Island. But That's another one. And then I saw this. I think I got this from Rachel. This is Stitched Together Studio. This is her sock base because it's 490 yards. Um, this is Ostara. Yeah. Ostara. Ostara. Ostara? I don't know. And then Sarah had this in her little thing that she was giving away, and I was like, you know what? I like this. This is Rose Lips twist sock base, 357 finger and weight, and it's I don't know what the colorway name is, but I loved it. I think the yarn is called Rose Lips. And then I picked out some minis because Rachel had a bunch of minis that she just didn't know what to do with them. And so I picked out some of these. I'm going to probably put some in a blanket or something. I'll probably make a blanket. I was thinking about making a habitation throw, but we'll see. This is a mini scheme by Dragon Horde Yarns, and this was based off of fairy tales or something. This is Bippity Boppity Boo. Tell me what Disney movie that came from. Just saying. And and then this beautiful Juniper Moon was something that Rachel used in a sweater that she made, and she used it to kind of tone down the color of the yarn, and it worked. That yarn, that sweater came out so beautiful. But I was thinking something like this. See, even something like this thin with that wool yarn, that unspun yarn, I think would go really good together. But I want blue. I don't know why I want blue, but I want blue. But we'll see what happens. Now I think that's it. Now return to your regularly scheduled program. He's trying to fight. Bro, he's like, there's too much people going on. Ooh, he look regal.
Wanted to start chugging. I was like, is it a screw top or how you open it?
I would say it's baller.
I know.
Not yet,
What time is it? Should we go?
Sam said she'll just use the